Do you want to make more money during your FM22 saves? Of course you do. Now, today we are going to talk about the quickest, easiest way I know to make some extra cash in FM. It's not to do with transfers, it's not to do with contracts, it's all about using the affiliate system. Now, I know what you're thinking, Steve, we've all used affiliates at some stage during a Football Manager save. You've either been that low-level team and has got a parent club like a Manchester City, a Manchester United, a Liverpool, an Arsenal, and used them to get players on loan from them and better yourself. We're not talking about that. At the other end of the scale, you've seen the teams at the top get affiliate clubs that you can send players on loan. You can get them game time and all of that good stuff. We're not talking about that either. Today we are talking about overseas affiliates to help with merchandising income. If you like this sort of video, you want to make more money in FM22, please do drop a like on today's video. Subscribe if you are new around here, and let's get into it and talk to you about the power of overseas affiliates. So then guys, I am in the game right now. I am using my Red Star save, which I'm doing live on YouTube. You can come in and take a look at that 3 times a week. We are trying to reclaim the Champions League title with Red Star. They won it back in 1991, and I'm trying to get my hands back on that trophy again. And obviously we're trying to get as many ways to get that money into the club as possible, and I'm currently on my own affiliates page. Now, we have an affiliate within the country. We have 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪𝙩. They are our club that we can send players to on loan. As you can see, it's a local partnership in which players are loaned. We have an annual fee for that as well. We've also got a partnership here with this team in Bulgaria that helps us in terms of our scouting and understanding stuff. We've also got another team in Serbia. This is a link that I'm going to be cancelling because I don't think it's beneficial anymore. But the main one I want to talk to you about right here, right now is Tianjin, a team in China. As you can see, they've got the Water Drop Stadium, fantastic little stadium. We pay 39,000, just under £40,000 to them as an annual fee, which benefits both teams financially, which is fantastic. Now, as you can see, the presence of Red Star within China PR will be a major benefit to all merchandising sales, which is brilliant. That is exactly what we are after. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Steve, how on earth do I go about doing that? Well, this is how you do it. You go into your club vision. This is the way I usually do it at the very least. You go to make a board request, and then you say networking, and you go on to affiliate club. Now, I've mentioned that previous times you've always said we can have look for a new affiliate club to enable us to send players out on loan. You don't want to do that. A partnership to expand the club's scouting knowledge. That's what I've done with the club in Bulgaria. You don't want to do that one either. You want this one here, an overseas partner to increase our profile in another country. Now, I will say, going down this route, as you can see on my Red Star save, they don't like doing this very much, but it is so beneficial for you guys to do it. You can try and convince them all you like. I'm going to try it right here, right now. And if they say yes, I'm going to jump through the roof, because actually getting them to do this, even on stream, is very difficult. And then, as you can see, still not willing to grant that for us. But since we've actually got Tianjin as our affiliate, we've actually started making some more money. Now, I've only been doing this for a season. I will go through a 4-season test that we have done thanks to my mod 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪𝙩, his save with Wrexham, which will show you in depth a little bit more, and we'll actually talk to you a little bit more about the money as well. But you can kind of see here, if you go into the income tab on the finances section, you can go on merchandising, and this brings up all of your merchandising income. Now, this month, we're not talking about this month or last month. If we talk about last season, we made £1.1 million in merchandising revenue there, and we are already in October this season, so we've only played a couple of months of the season, and thanks to having this affiliate and that representation in China, we now have £628,000 already made in just a few months. So we are easily going to eclipse that £1.1 million that we've made. As I said, we've got a much more comprehensive view of this, so let's jump in to my review of 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪𝙩's save with Wrexham. Right then, guys, we are here in the save with Wrexham. Thank you again to my amazing mod 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪𝙩. He is fantastic. Please do go and show him some love. He's a mod in my YouTube channel. He is a mod in my Discord channel as well. Absolutely brilliant guy, and he's done a fantastic job with this save with Wrexham. He's taken Wrexham all the way from the National League. They are now in the Premier League. As you can see in the top right, the year is 2030. They are in the Premier League, but the numbers are what we're going to look at here. Now, obviously, you can see the commercial revenue has increased year on year as he's got into the Premier League. this time here, 2029 is when he was in the Premier League, and obviously this is now the Premier League era. So he's already in the Premier League, so you're not going to see a massive bump from that merchandising. He's already in the Champions League as well, so he's not going to see a massive bump because of that. But as you can see here on the screen, on the far right hand side here, we're going to highlight it. £3.4 million was made last season through merchandising, which is actually pretty darn good. But he has managed to negotiate himself some affiliates. There you can see, there is 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪. And we go on to his affiliated clubs, and he's got the affiliations with Sunyam in the Korea Republic. He's also got Real Salt Lake in the US, which is quite a big one, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 in Japan, and he's also got Brisbane Roar FC, obviously over in Australia. Now, each of these have an annual fee that you have to pay, so please do be aware of that. So as you can see, 114,000 for this one for Brisbane, and then you can sort of, oops, misclick there, work your way down. 107 goes to 𝘼𝙗𝙪. We've also got Real Salt Lake, 125k a year to them, and then 76 for Sunyam in Korea. But this is where things get interesting. 𝘼𝙗𝙪 come to me and told me about this, and I said I'm really intrigued to see how this progresses over time. So let's jump forward a season. We've got an end of season review, so we can talk to you really in depth about these numbers. So then we are a year further into this save, as you can see, 1st of June 2031, and the merchandising figures are in after a first full season with these 4 affiliates, spreading out the name of Wrexham across the world. As you can see though, the last season's revenue, 3.4 million, it's still sat there, as you can see, but we've boosted it up with these 4 affiliates, 6.6 million now. And also when you go through the end of season review, it breaks it down and tells you exactly the number of overseas revenue. So throughout season 1, the merchandise sales were £3.4 million. That increased in season 2 of this test to £6.65 million, including a non-domestic revenue of £2.71 million. As you can see, we are progressing nicely here with this, but we're not just going to leave it there. We are going to move things forward. We've got another couple of years to investigate. Let's move forward. So yeah, another year into the future is 2032 in this particular save with Wrexham. And on screen, last season's income towards once the season had closed was £6.815 million. Very, very good return using these 4 affiliates in these 4 countries. But after a 3rd season, it just grows and grows and grows. The name of Wrexham is spreading across the globe, and it is now a commercial revenue merchandising of £10 million. So that is a huge increase, almost 3 million there on the previous season, and it doesn't stop there. So the end of season 3 shows a merchandise sale of £10.03 million, including a non-domestic revenue of £5.22 million. Obviously, that is a almost £3 million increase just by doing nothing in the game. You're just getting your board to approve this request for an overseas affiliate, and you can just see the money slowly trickle in season on season. We've got one more season. It's the most impressive, and then we'll break down this entire save, this entire simulation, and find out once and for all how much of an increase this has had on commercial revenue. So here is the 4th and final season that we are going to show you in this particular video. The merchandising stuff is all on the screen, as you can see. 10.2 million made in the previous season, 13.3 made in this current season. It has increased year on year, including that non-domestic revenue. In the end of season review on your screen, merchandising sells 13.36 million for season number 4, including a non-domestic revenue of 8.26 million. That non-domestic revenue is making up such a substantial portion of that merchandising sales. It's absolutely brilliant to see, moving things on season by season. But this is a team in the Premier League, so let's talk percentages rather than money. Let's dive into that now. So now we're going to look for the final figures in this and get that overall percentage that we are all looking for, that increase over the course of 3 seasons. For season number 2 then, the non-domestic revenue was at £2.71 million. Going into season 3, that increased to £5.22 million, which is a massive increase of 92.61% on season number 2. For season number 4, that non-domestic revenue increased again up to £8.26 million, resulting in a 58.23% increase on the previous season. Over the course of this whole video and the course of this whole test, the commercial revenue for overseas, the non-domestic revenue, has grown by a ridiculous 204%. So 204% in the overall commercial revenue. This is definitely some free money in FM22, and who doesn't love free money? All you have to do is negotiate with your board, and that is definitely the hardest thing that you need to do to get these affiliates on board. But once you do, you will start to see the money rake in year on year on year. And honestly, thank you very much to 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 for letting me use his save as a little tester to bring to you guys, because I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have known that this was in the game without this guy. Absolute legend in my community. So thanks, massive props to him. And hopefully you guys enjoy it as well, and you can take it into your saves and start making some free cash. Now, I will say, as a stipulation, this will probably work a little bit better if you are in the Premier League, like we did show with 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪's Wrexham save, or if you are in one of the top 5 leagues in Europe. But as I've shown with my save with Red Star in Serbia, you can still get these overseas affiliates, and it can still be very beneficial to your team. If you have enjoyed today's video, guys, and you have enjoyed it and found it useful, something new in the game, it was new to me until we prepped for this video, then please do drop a like on the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I'll see you again very, very soon.